We should bring a lady who keeps men.
Who keeps men?
You're talking like they're pets. Okay. Slow down.
Yeah, Jota Mimi, I used to catch myself when I'm toxic. Like, yeah, I know, like, I'm just gaslighting you.
Yeah.
I know I'm doing it.
Actually, women, we know when we do certain things. Like sometimes unaongelesha mtu then uko like, okay, it's not that deep, but bado I am driving the point home. Juu mbona uliingia na viatu kwa nyumba?
Na mbona ulienda na huku niambia?
Yeah. Shege after shege after shege.
Ukipita huku vumbi. Ukipita huku vumbi.
Dust.
Ukipita huku dust.
Hello. Yes, please.
Can I ask you like a crazy question? It's not that crazy.
Yeah.
What if you are the toxic one? Would you? What if
Bomb.
You ask this person, is this emasculating you?
Yeah.
And they say no. But for how they...
You
yes,
asked.
I did.
You're the one who... you
was
there
with
with
them
until...
Nichukue bag yangu niende home.
Why did you ask it in the first place?
I asked kwa sababu I need...
Mambo vipi watu wangu wa Power Urban TV? I hope mko fiti, mko poa kama K kama kawaida. This is Wave Central and I'll be your host for today, Jojo Tyra. Now guys, I am joined with beautiful ladies. Of course, moja mnamjua mwingine. Yes, you've seen her, but not in Wave Central. Now, before I talk any further, tafadhali, our beautiful girl.
Yeah. Hi guys, my name is Ingrid, also known as Kasvik on all social media platforms.
And without any further ado, an amazing MC, aka host, aka the baddest from the east to the west to the north to the south, the one and only Sue
No umenipaka mafuta kwani unanidai? Unanidai.
Mambo zingine utilizange mbele ya kamera. What, guys?
Anyway, welcome everybody. It's your girl Sue Senge, the girl with the golden voice, but you can call me the girl with the plan.
Yeah, of course. She got plans.
I got plans.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, so with my two beautiful ladies, we are going to talk about one topic that we have never tackled since time immemorial. Why do people stay in toxic relationships? So guys, today's topic is, why do we stay in toxic relationship? Why are you in that toxic friendship? Why are you in that toxic man-friend relationship? We need to talk about that. So without any further ado, yeah? You know, when we say toxic relationship, the first thing that comes to people's minds is ni girl boy relationship, yeah? But people do have toxic friendships, yeah, but we term them as relationships. But sana kitu yenye watu wanashindwa kutoka ni relationships,
like romantic.
Yes, romantic relationships. Now I remember she was the one who referred me to that. There's this podcast about Sophia and Bumpy.
This is love.
Yeah.
So this is love by Ju.
Yeah. So this is love. Udem, she has been shown shege.
That
still has the
vumbi.
Paka wazazi wake anamwambia tia na nakubali tu kurudi. Gosh, tell me where does that problem lie on? Maybe if we begin with you, Ingrid, unaweza tuambia, why do you think people do stay in toxic relationships?
Before you say, can I say?
Yes, please.
Can I ask you a crazy question? It's not that crazy.
Yeah.
What if you are the toxic one? Would you? What if you are the toxic one? Anyway, proceed.
I think we should also debunk that at some point. Have you been a toxic partner?
I know.
I think
toxic. I mean, I definitely have.
Yeah.
Gaslighting, everything.
I have done that.
I'm not proud about it. But yeah. What was the question again? She disoriented.
I know. Ni kama ilikuguza mahali, Ingrid.
I've changed, I promise.
You changed, but you were.
Well, I was toxic once.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe kuna mtu mwingine atasema I was talking, but ile yenye najua yenye nilijiambia tu Ingrid. But I was also very young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your relationship ilisha.
But sasa nilikuwa toxic, juu alikuwa toxic kwa kwanza. So it was a matter of
it's give and
umeamua
take.
hivyo. Let me show you shege myself.
She said what she said.
She said
Yeah.
what she said.
Do, sir.
Nothing. So Ingrid Tombie, why do you think people, or like rather, should I say that person of yours stayed in that
Wait. No, I am the victim, okay?
Okay, fine. Why did you stay in that
You're the
relationship?
victim and you are the
the-
lady.
Yes, I'm the
And
child.
just a girl.
Exactly, I'm just a girl.
Yeah.
Like, why are you
Do you
shouting
mean?
at me?
Why are you yelling?
I've stopped. I'm sorry.
Okay, personally, I think one of the reasons people stay and why I personally stayed when I was in that situation was the fear of the unknown. Like I wanted to be comfortable. Like, you know, as human beings, we tend to go back to places that feel comfortable to us.
Yeah.
So even like with stuff like maybe you grew up in a household where your dad hit your mom, that's the only thing you know.
Yeah.
So it feels comfortable to you because it's known
Something
to
you know. Yeah.
Exactly. So in the event that you're actually in such a situation, maybe you don't even know that it's toxic in the when it's happening, but once you do, you still stay there because that's all you know.
Yeah.
And maybe you're scared of, if I leave, is
What's
there
out there for
better?
me? Yeah.
Like maybe this is it. Maybe this is
the best that you can get.
it's not. It's not, okay?
Yeah,
it's not.
There's better.
Yeah.
Brighter days ahead.
Eh.
Yeah.
Ama unakuanga tu shown shege after shege after shege.
Ukipita huku vumbi. Ukipita huku vumbi.
Dust.
Ukipita huku dust.
Matope. Hello. So I don't know what you have to say about why do people stay in toxic relationships?
First of all, what I'm going to say is out of like staying outside, because I've never been in a toxic relationship. Or
Lucky
I've been in a
you.
toxic friendship, but I didn't stay. I said toxicity
out.
Lovely.
I'm like, not me, not
Be
today.
like
Satan
Yeah.
behind me, not today.
When we grow up.
Yeah. So basically,
Yeah.
I don't know. But also, I think it's important for me to say I've been in a relationship that was not toxic, but had ounces of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you can tell, like
Like,
sprinkle,
eh.
like
From afar.
Yeah,
The
from
fact that
afar.
you could see that from afar, basi ulikuwa cautious.
Yeah, Jota Mimi, I used to catch myself when I'm toxic. Like, yeah, I know, like, I'm just gaslighting you.
Yeah.
I know I'm doing it.
Actually, women, we know when we do certain things. Like sometimes unaongelesha mtu and then uko like, okay, it's not that deep, but bado I am driving the point home.
Yeah.
Juu mbona uliingia na viatu kwa nyumba?
Na mbona ulienda na huku niambia?
Yeah.
Alafu, you're trying to twist things, but you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I think also sometimes it's just an issue of empowerment. From what I've seen is this person knows if I leave, sita afford kuenda Soulfest.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because you know, like this person would cater for you, like all these
Oh,
things.
yeah.
So they just choose to stay.
Your money
But
bag.
yeah, you're there for the bag, for the money. They
Oh,
said
God.
money. Hello, I am coming immediately.
Me, I think I'm at a place where nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I think one thing I learned from my sister before I tell you my toxic aspect.
Are you toxic?
I think to some extent, yeah.
Oh.
Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged.
It's
Anyway,
not,
one thing.
don't tell them our secrets.
Yeah, I shouldn't.
tell them.
Oh, no, I'm not toxic, guys. That was just for the glam.
Yeah.
For the glam? Okay.
For the glam.
What? Okay.
Ooh, attention. Escort the girl outside.
Publicity. Anyway, one thing I learned from my sister, she told me, for you to avoid, you can never avoid being in a toxic relationship, but to reduce those minimal chances is if you are able to like fund yourself in so many things. You know, men usually think that sisi madem most of the time when we are with them, it's because they are able to provide some of the things that we're not able to provide. But if you are in that position to like ukilift hizo standards, msezi kulete ufala.
But sasa unajua pia there are toxic relationships that ni dem ameka mwanaume.
Yeah.
That is emotional. That is now being tied to somebody emotionally. Like you don't want to leave maybe because you're scared. Will I find better? Or it
For
started
those
healthy
men.
and then
But,
Yeah.
but what if this guy, yes, I could stuck to you financially, but ako sawa, he's not being toxic. But before we go any further,
mwanaume
what
mgani
if he finds
atakubali
toxic?
kuwekwa na msichana and
Imagine kuna
he's
machali ukubali.
Baby boy.
And it's not because they are
Ben
not
10s.
able, it's not because they want to be kept. It's because of their situation. They just found love with a lady who's well kept, an independent lady, and things fell into place. Because they want that to work, the lady was like, I'm ready to compromise. I'm going to provide these, and you will do what you need to do to make me
But
happy.
I also feel like if this person ako amekubali kukuwa in this relationship and this lady is more like it's almost like this lady ndo anamweka, pia at some point there is also the contribution at this girl, because maybe she feels like at this point no one wants me or no one is coming my way. I'd rather like use this to my advantage. So also there is that.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
I think we should bring a lady who keeps men.
Who keeps
you're talking like they're pets. Okay. Slow down.
Calm down.
Okay, for lack of a better
Okay,
word.
we get it.
Men. Keeping men is crazy. So
Yeah, we need to get a lady who's kept
has
a man.
kept a man.
Yeah, who's kept a
Keeps
man.
men is crazy. Is wild.
But I was personally talking about it from the point of it didn't start like that because no relationship starts out toxic.
Yeah.
It starts out normal and then maybe
After 6
mnajiweza
months.
nyinyi wote wawili, you decide maybe to move in together and maybe yes, circumstance is fine. Like people lose jobs, people like life will show you shege on its own.
True.
But now somebody just gets comfortable.
Yeah.
Because I feel like toxicity starts from when somebody gets too comfortable. Because hapo ndio umenizoea misi wenyu my friend.
So
but
would you say that maybe when you are having that relationship or maybe beginning that relationship, there should be like boundaries? Unamwambia, yes, we are in love, but kuna vitu fulani unafaa.
you can be a lover girl, but there's something Lydia KM says. Lovers have to be livers. Because yes, love somebody, but pia ujipende. You love yourself first.
Yeah.
Like toxicity outside.
Because how are we living together and then now everything is on me?
That's crazy. Why?
Like I believe paying for myself.
Yeah.
You can pay for yourself. In a relationship, maybe the dynamic changes kidogo.
Yeah.
But also the fact that you're comfortable, especially like from a man's perspective, because whatever we know is that men are providers, and sometimes it's just that the merit for a real man, it's not that it's always like that, because sometimes situations, things change. You can be the one who's earning more and this person is not earning
that
but
much.
the situation is not permanent. No, bro, anajituma.
Yeah.
Lakini brother Bernard ameka.
Yeah, there's
Sister Bernard. Oh my lord.
To what level would you say that this man is comfortable? Because the men who actually put the work out there, but as
Comfortable is chilling at home, calling you babe tunakula.
Oh God. God,
utanitumia nilipie.
Blood of Jesus.
Yes, that is comfortable. Of which I feel like there's so many layers. There's so many layers because that is possible. But ile yenye umechill tu home.
You're just chilling. Ati, I'm just a boy.
But you know that the women who are into that. The women who are into
we're not
that.
judging.
Yeah.
Sasa zenye wengine watakuwa nasema thank you to mommy. Utakuwa nasema
Now you see that
to me. Take it to me.
Thank you to me.
But sometimes it gets boring because you want also to like be there. Thank you to mommy.
You have never met like an alpha, a real alpha female. Ule mwenye yani, she feels good when she's dominant.
You know also these alpha females, they have like a soft thing. They want also to feel soft.
They want to be dominated.
The softness comes when we are in the house. What do you mean? I can keep you. You take care of me. In the other aspects, I can take care of you in the other.
Well,
okay. I feel like
care of each other.
Another level. Another level to this is if you have a guy that's not dominant or leading, there's no way you'll. As in, if you don't trust the guy, you won't let him lead you. because I can't watch you lead us to the ditch.
Mm.
So maybe they just pick up the role and become the alpha females just because nobody else is doing it in the dynamic. Because I found myself in that situation.
Oh my God, I wouldn't.
And then not like picking up at bills or whatever, but
Ati fixing the nini. You need to mount the TV sasa uko hapo. Where is it? Where?
I think maybe I will rephrase it differently, but like there are people who find themselves in such a situation.
Yeah.
Especially
But also
guys who ask to be submitted to.
Yeah.
Red flag. They're like, please submit to me. Like, first of all,
that's another
don't ask
thing.
for it.
Yeah, it comes
naturally,
automatically.
yes.
Like,
Speaking on that, me, again, you have been shown shaking.
You and submission, take your submission outside.
Exactly.
Give us your story.
I
You
was supposed
think
to
you
tell
would
us something.
exactly?
Now,
Yeah,
I don't know what was with this guy. He was when we started, like we have said, ilikuanga honeymoon phase.
Oh,
yeah, he
I'm in
proved.
love.
You see, these people who are into your career, they are your number one fan.
Career.
What do you mean by
Your career moment of
They want you to
a
work.
moment of
no.
into your career.
Yeah, they want me to work. Yani, they were not like
Red flag.
not into in a bad way.
Yeah, we get it.
Not the way she said it, but
I have a story, but
oh,
I'll
you
tell
do.
Yeah,
Let me say you say yours.
it's deep, like guys. I'll cry.
Yeah, you feel like they support you 101. You're number one fan. They give you connections to people. You do things together. Unaona enyewe we are power couple. But now it got to a point. You have to tone down a few things. Okay, your friends. Inanzanga tu pole pole. Maybe if you go out, your friend does something that does not.
You are going out.
Yeah, apparently.
You're just going. Oh,
Happy are those.
You okay? People are going through stuff. Yeah. So this dude was like, you need to cut off your friends. Having so many friends does not make sense. But Mark Hugh, he knew that I only have a best friend. These other friends are just yes, a good friends, but
they're not close to you.
Yeah, because we help each other in one way or the other. But then he kept insisting, this best friend, Kwanza nani, and then he used to speak ill about this friend. So I was like, what do you expect me to do about that? This lady has been there way before I met you.
Like,
you get?
We come as a package.
So when I used to say things like those, that I cannot cut off my friend because of you, he would say na leta mdomo.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Leta tu mdomo yako. What do you mean?
Yeah.
But
you need to be arrested.
He wanted you to cut her off because she would tell you the truth.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because funny enough, I used to see those red flags, should I say? But then again, I was like, this guy supports me career-wise. But then again,
maybe it's
just
just as
yeah. Let me give him a chance to get to know my friend better, and then things will align.
I'm pretty sure it's just that you don't know her. Imagine you know her and see what I see in her.
Exactly.
You love her how much I love her.
But still,
you know the thing you've said about that he's supporting your career, and then now you need to tone down a bit. It's something that was
triggering.
Oh, it's so triggering. Because I was like, this person, I know. I'm about to faint. Help! Send help, please. So calm down. Saying you need to calm down.
Yes, slow down.
So it's like we're almost like almost in the same industry.
Yeah.
And because you're the lady and you're getting so many accolades.
Yeah.
You feel like this.
That's already a problem.
Yeah, you ask this person, is this emasculating you?
Yeah.
And they say no. But for
I did.
You're the one who
enough.
was that a problem?
Until
nichukue bag yangu niende home.
Why did you ask it in the first place?
I asked kwa sababu I needed to know how I can be in a place where
how you make
it's not you don't feel like that, because I don't want you to feel that way.
He had told you prior.
It easier for him in the event that
yes,
he's feeling that.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
And he said no. I was like no. So I started like the things that you do best, you start like reducing. You're just like, I know if I'm speaking this way, I won't. If I have like 3 events, I'll go to like 1, and then
Ama, you go to the 3, don't talk about it.
Don't tell me you did that.
I did.
Oh my
Ay,
goodness.
lazima ujifinyilie kwa corner, my friend. You are in
Ni
love,
popo tu
no?
iko- yeah.
You loved this. They were heaven and earth.
I had to. Actually, one thing he used to say, I'm rude. Like he would tell me, when nashinda nakwambia kitu hausikii. I'm like, bro,
First
are you
of
my
all-
dad? Okay, don't do that.
First of
No,
all,
he was not.
you are yelling.
Yeah, he was
First
yelling.
of all, you are rude because you are yelling. Gaslighting, right?
Yeah.
Right? Toxicity.
Yeah. No, but that's true. He was yelling.
Oh, you need
Yeah.
to calm
So,
down, bro.
nah.
Calm down.
Breathe in.
Breathe in.
You are yelling at the wrong
I
people.
mean, literally. But one thing I really don't understand is why, when there's that honeymoon phase where we experience all the good times, go for dates, you never see the red flags. But then, when either you move in with this person or after a few months and then yani ni kama mmezoeana sort of, kuna hiyo toxicity inaanza kujiportray.
Because they stop acting.
You
Okay.
can act for so
It was-
long.
The first date, let's be honest, it's an act.
Yeah.
You dress like really well. You put yourself together. You're even thinking, oh, if you ask me about this, I'll say this.
Yeah, I'll say
about
this.
Even
You know, I
when
really
you
want to
laugh,
talk about
you will.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, no, I.
Yeah.
But
What
it
is
doesn't mean it's fake. It doesn't mean it's fake. It's
Yeah.
just that you're putting your best foot forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can only do that for.
For so long.
For so long. Do you feel women also do that?
Yes, I mean you dress really well. Like it's just a matter of if you're interested in this person. First of all, you're going on the date with this person. You definitely want to make a good impression. It's just the same as a job.
Yeah.
You go there looking lovely,
Yeah.
CV,
Polished. There's never two
serious.
first impressions.
Yeah.
So you have this one chance to kill it.
Yeah.
And then you come, especially after the way you've said that the stories of moving in.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I know like when you are even in each other's spaces for a long time, it doesn't mean you've moved in. Maybe you're spending like almost like half of your day together. You'll see things. As opposed to you're seeing this person twice in every 3 days in a date or somewhere.
Yeah, you won't get to see them.
Yeah.
I feel like that's very important before you get into marriage.
Because courtship.
Like just being in each other's space for an amount of time, like an extended amount of time, so you can see how they behave. Because maybe it's something that triggers you. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some things that this person does now, how tacky. So there was this guy who was saying that some of the things that make women stay in toxic relationships is, one, low self-esteem, that sense of dependency. I think you mentioned that, no?
You're shouting.
Yeah, you did say.
They're yelling.
Manipulation. You feel manipulated, eh? Unaambiwa utaipata mwingine kama mimi.
You know I'm the best.
Yeah.
Like, oh, utatoka hapa, oh, you know utanikumbuka.
Ati
kwanza mimi niliambiwa hivyo.
Walai.
The best ako kwa ground.
Ati kwanza ujue
You remember
nimekuvumilia.
me. Ingrid, you will remember me and you will cry.
What?
Cry
My
for
friend,
what?
where are
Who's
you?
crying
Tears
now?
of joy. What do you mean?
If anything is on, who might be crying?
We'll talk about that behind camera.
It's not good to say the truth all the time because you're shouting.
Okay.
Other people.
Yeah.
And they are hurt.
I'm not learning, you know.
You're not learning.
You are rude.
It's like you're very toxic.
She's rude.
You need to heal.
Nileta mdomo. Anyway, so there's this other one. He said trauma bonding. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
So maybe if we can expound on that, because I feel like imeshika watu kadhaa huku nje. Yeah.
I personally haven't gone through trauma. I think maybe I have, but not in like a relationship. But I don't think I've trauma bonded with someone.
Yeah.
But I've been on the receiving end of somebody trauma bonding with you based on you not being in a good space. And it can be suffocating.
Yeah.
Because kila kitu ni, you know, we are meant to be together. Or, you know,
we're in this together.
I prayed to God for you.
Yeah. I talked to God. I saw you in my dream. What is that? And believing things that might change, you know, ile yenye unajiambia, maybe it's just this phase, it's something that he's going through or she's going through, she'll change.
Kwanza, that is difficult.
Yeah,
It is.
you know,
because you have like, you're hanging on a string of hope.
yeah,
You're like, this person will change. It's the brighter days are ahead of
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Ukiangalia hapo kumbe ametafuta Teresa.
But is it that person, or is it the version of the person you have in your head?
Ooh,
I think it's the version.
Because you look at somebody, you're like, I see potential in you.
In you.
You can be
You
a
can do
husband.
better.
You can be the father to our children.
I think
Husband.
most of us people have so much expectations when it comes to relationships. If somebody is showing you this is who he or she is, that is purely it. Let's not expect that, yeah, this is who do we give an example? This is like Jesus that has been sent down here to be in love with me or be in a relationship with me. We need to be realistic. If something is just not working for you, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to repeat that part, that point. If they show you their true colors, believe them.
Yes.
Believe them the first time.
Exactly.
So one thing that he said that caught my attention, and I did not quite understand it. He said investment.
Wait.
Sasa nani investment hapo?
Unasema siwezi toka kwa hii relationship, I've invested in a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you know, you've had stories of these people who fell in love with people when they had nothing. And they grew up. When now they had something, things went south. Yeah. And
I would understand when Shonara says, I don't have the space for us to grow together.
Yeah.
Just grow separately.
Grow separately.
And then come with all the money. And I'll have my own money. Yeah, but then that's another reason for people. When you're staying there for the money and you think you can't get better, you go and start working. Why are you staying there?
Exactly. Ushaisikia ile? I've forgotten that say. Inasemanga. I've forgotten it, but anyway.
But also on the investment bit, I don't think it's only finances.
Yes.
Because you can invest time.
Yeah.
You can investment in the sense of, my family knows this person.
I think that
especially
yeah, you're like, wow, what will auntie so and so say?
Wow,
These aunties that are on people's cases.
We have similar friends.
Yeah, you know. How will that work? So,
hey, you have a story, Jojo. Continue.
It's the same one actually, because we were sort of in the same working environment.
Yeah.
And the people we knew were
people.
So
and
I'm like,
people are close to you, so in your mind you're like, Sasa.
Yeah,
Sasa. How do you go about that, baby? When you have like the same circle of friends?
Imagine
yes, you do what you gotta do.
So you cut off all of them, you start looking
can't
for
cut
other
all of them because
you just let somebody pick their own.
Yeah.
Because if we are friends like this and we have maybe a friend that I'm dating, tukiachana na mkose kuniongelesha, that means our friendship was based on him. So it doesn't really matter to begin with.
So,
it will hurt, but
you
made your choice.
At least, you made your choice. And then there's he said codependency and the hope for change. Like he said, you're hoping, manze umse change. And yeah, the relationship isn't bad always. Ile unajiambia, okay, the same way I was telling myself.
Let me tell you, psychopaths.
Yeah.
Unaona venye when a rat bites you, inakuuma ikikupuliza. That's how they are.
Yeah.
They treat you really nicely, and then it's either like they're two extremes. If it's good, it's really good. If it's terrible, it's
really terrible.
Yeah. But I think the thing that also he forgot to add is over romanticizing the future.
Yeah.
Like you are stuck to this thing. Maybe you're looking at yourself like, this person is going to be my husband, we're going to be married, and we're going to have this white wedding, a beautiful wedding, we're going to Bali, and then also he looks like he's so cute, so you're just like, the babies will be so beautiful.
He looks like
he looks like he's gonna give me like beautiful kids.
Yeah.
And then you're stuck to that thing.
Yeah.
You're not, so the red flags now, they are green.
Zinapita tu hivi.
Now they're not even there. They're white.
They're
They're
white.
pink.
They're pink.
It's like, first of all, they're orange because I can't see any. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So over romanticizing what's ahead instead of focusing on the present also makes people stick to, because this person will whoop you and you're still stuck because he's a cute husband.
Let me just tell you one thing. Where I draw the line with any of my friends, I don't care where you live, how you live, mi nakukujia nisikie mtu amepiga mtu.
Yeah.
That is where I draw the line. But in the event that somebody is actually in a toxic relationship, what I tell them, as long as there's no physical abuse, because if I tell you at the end of the day this guy isn't good, you will hate me and you won't leave. Nakwambia rudi mpaka ushindwe kurudi. Like, go back until because there's a time it just kicks in and you're like, no, I just can't anymore.
Yeah, it's just like you, Sophie and Bumpy. But when venye tumongelea historia, sorry, yeah, the relationship isn't that bad always. That's what I used to tell myself when he used to, like, you know, when he's really good, he's that good.
Yeah,
but
so
when
like,
he's bad, really bad. I remember there was a time we were out. I used to do a show at night. So kuna time flani tumetoka. I don't know what I did. Hey, niligombanishwa kama mtoto. And if I tried to speak,
you're supposed to apologize without explaining.
That is sorry, my who?
You know,
my father doesn't have cows from your father. So who am I apologizing to?
People had to talk to him. People had to talk to him. They were like, yeah. And then I was not even talking to him.
Ulirudi.
Jojo ulirudi. He said he apologized. He did apologize.
We apologize. We accept apologies in cash. In pieces of land.
Apparently, he didn't do that.
He did. You still went
back?
I
didn't get any land.
The bar was too long.
Yeah, when I accepted his apology without a khaki on my hand. Ooh. Yeah. Exactly. But anyway, we thank God we are past that right now.
But me, I want to hear, what was that turning point for you? Like, what was just like, no, this is enough, I'm done? How did that look like for you? Or did you just snap out of it in a day?
I had snapped out of it.
You check out pole. By the time you're leaving, like,
that was me. I had snapped out. Like, not in that moment. Now those little things that he used to do, I was like pulling back. I don't know why I needed more reasons. I already had enough reasons. But when I spoke, again, I'm really close to my sister. I spoke to her about it and she's like, Joy, she calls me Joy. Joy, you need to run for your life. I told her, say no more. I'm walking out. Just like that. It happened.
But sometimes, for just the way you said, sometimes it's for you to go back and go back until you realize you can't take it anymore.
Yeah. Anyway, so so that's the solution to toxic relationships.
Because imagine at the end of the day, it's just difficult, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's not one size fits all. Alafu, you can't make that decision for somebody. You can't. Like, I love you, but I keep telling you this guy is hurting you. You're not seeing it. You're not listening, and I don't want to leave you alone.
Yeah.
Because now, you know.
Yeah.
So we'll just stomach it until
you cannot stomach it at all.
We'll be there to support.
Yeah. So
not
guys,
that it's going to happen, but yeah.
Amen. God forbid. Anyway, so guys, tell us, what do you think about this topic? Why do people stay in toxic relationships? Give us a comment down below. Tuambie story yako ni gani hapo chini. And before we wind up, tafadhali, if you've not watched our other topics that before, we've talked of so many things that are educational, that are, relational to our age group, and maybe even people lower than us when you are wazee kutuliko. But anyway, back to the point. Please tell us, what do you think? Why do you think people stay in toxic relationships? Be it sister-brother relationship, be it friendship relationship, be it girl-boy relationship. Anyway, so I don't know. You guys are gonna sign out. Tell them your social media platforms, and then we can.
Yeah. Can I go first?
Yeah, you can.
My last what do you call it? My parting shot would be, if you're having toxic family, because that one I think we've not touched on. If you're having toxic family,
That's a whole other
Topic.
I know.
It is.
If you are not dependent on these people, you can still cut them off. You can still cut them off.
Even if you are,
Yeah, you can
work
still
towards being dependent.
Exactly.
Independent.
Yeah, you can just cut them off and get yourself a safe space, because once you continue staying there, you'll also be toxic, and that would bleed to your friends.
Yeah.
Now no one wants to stay with you, and you can have friends who are family.
Yeah.
So just cut these people off, right, Sister Bernard? You can
Oh,
find me,
Sister Bernard.
Sister Bernard. It's you.
Run.
Run for your life.
Yeah, but anyway, you can find me on all social media platforms as Susenge, and also on all stages, because I'm the dopest MC in this.
I'm telling you, literally.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I would say my parting shot is imagine Rudy tu mpaka ushindwe.
Yeah.
Okay. My parting shot. Inside joke. My parting shot would be this person. In high school or primary, you're being told you came here alone.
Yeah.
You literally did.
Yeah.
Like, it's very literal. This person that you feel like has all that power over you, they don't have anything.
Exactly.
The day you decide to leave that toxic relationship, trust you me, sometimes things just hold you back energy-wise, and you might be hurting people out there. Like you said, you're bleeding onto people who haven't cut you. So just find it in yourself to love yourself first, because I know it is very cliche, but it works. It works magic. Like, just make sure you're being the person you are to others, to yourself first. Love yourself first, so that you have that foundation to be confident enough to believe that there's better out there for you. There is much more that you haven't even tapped into. Yeah. Oh, and my social media handles are Calsvic with 2 underscores on all platforms.
Well, you heard from the ladies, and me, my parting shot is, no one is like you, and that's your power, so own it. Right?
Sasa mbona unakuwa mdeep? Sisi tunakanka tumesema.
Kama tumesema tu 1 plus 1.
Tumepata vitu huko tukakuja kusema hapa.
Okay, nime calm down.
Tumekuja kuwa vitu.
Mnanisindikiza. Anyway, guys, so that has been it from us to you. You can, kama kawaida, leave a comment down below and follow us across all social platforms. That is at Urban TV 254, and you can find me at my socials. That is at Jojo_Tyre. And big up to the amazing directors, Pale Nyuma Rakim. Big up JK. Big up Manzi. You're doing a superb job. Cindy. Anyway, guys, that's it from us to you. Till next time. Bye.